Despite the fact that No Doubt formed 35 years ago now, they have nearly broken up on many occasions, and the first time was well before Tragic Kingdom even saw the light of day. One of the first members of the ska band was John Spence. In fact, he convinced Eric Stefani and Gwen to call the group No Doubt. And over time, various members joined, including bassist Tony Kanal, who would go on to date Gwen Stefani. Although, just as the ska band were finding their footing, John Spence sadly took his own life in 1987. Due to this, No Doubt were left questioning what the future of the band would be, especially considering Spence had such a large impact on the formation of No Doubt. Despite this tragedy, they continued and faced a number of hardships, including commercial failure with their debut. However, things did seem to be improving with the release of their second studio album, The Beacon Street Collection. Their 1995 release reflected the band's independence, as they had full creative control. No Doubt produced and recorded Beacon Street in their homemade studio, and the album sold around 100,000 copies, which gave the ska band hope for the future. But this was soon challenged when Gwen's brother Eric Stefani left No Doubt. This was mainly because he wasn't pleased with how the band were losing creative control, and No Doubt were at the time unsure if Tragic Kingdom would ever be released.
There was talk about stopping the band. I remember Tony telling me, I think we should discontinue.
However, this would soon change when the first single for Tragic Kingdom was released, Just a Girl. The track was an unexpected success. It was what No Doubt needed at the time, and this only continued with the album being released in October of 1995, selling over 10 million copies. And the hits just kept coming. As this newfound success continued, the ska band were everywhere, yet the media was focused on one member especially, Gwen Stefani. This led to disputes and jealousy within No Doubt, and of course resulted in the music video for Don't Speak. As you all know, Gwen Stefani wrote Don't Speak about her heartbreak after Tony Kanal dumped her, though the music video takes on a different meaning, instead playing on the idea of No Doubt breaking up. The music video does a great job of conveying the tension within the band at this point in time. When No Doubt are seen performing live, they are presented doing what they do best, although this is contrasted by the footage of them playing the number in what we assume to be a studio. The members' facial expressions denote sorrow, as they know the band may break up, and if this ends up being the case, their dreams of being successful songwriters will never come into fruition. The sequence which best captures the problems the band were facing is here. We witness the three other band members being told to leave, while Stefani has numerous photos taken of herself to promote No Doubt. But the sad look on Gwen's face conveys how she is aware of the fact that this is what's tearing the group apart. This is complemented by the fast cuts which make reference to the rising tensions within the band. Moving on from the Tragic Kingdom era, I wish to focus on a track from the band's 2000 album Return of Saturn. Within the music video for Simple Kind of Life, it is much like Don't Speak, with how it hints towards the issues which the band were facing. The video primarily addresses how Gwen Stefani longed for a simple kind of life, not wanting all the fame and success which she had only just received over the past 5 years. It links heavily to the number's personal lyrics. The three other band members are seen smashing wedding cakes. This signifies how the success of No Doubt changed Stefani's life and made it much more complex. This is only further reinforced by the scene where Gwen is running away from the band members to a church. Meanwhile, we see her in a wedding dress, which represents the simple kind of life she was missing out on. Much like the music videos we just analysed, the video for It's My Life also touches on the band breaking up.
I had this idea where we all die off, the boys in the band, I just thought that was great because I get asked all the time, are you guys breaking up? You guys are done.
This music video plays on the notion of No Doubt splitting up, as it's now become a theme which has run throughout the band's life. But this time, more was at stake, with Gwen Stefani having plans to go solo. Nevertheless, despite the never-ending question of whether the band were going to break up, at least there was a single for running. If you ignore the number's video game-esque beat, it is particularly emotive, as it could be interpreted as a celebration of how the band stuck together despite the many hardships they endured. As a listener, it gives you hope that No Doubt will not be discontinued. They have come so far, why not keep on running?
We work so much to keep it going.
This interpretation is only further complemented by the fantastic video. Overall, it's an especially moving music video, showcasing the band throughout their many highs and lows. It signifies how 2003 was No Doubt's time to reflect on how far they had come, as that year also saw the release of their greatest hits album, The Singles. And guess what? The band is still together after 35 years. Their story is truly inspirational, addressing how never giving up is the key to success. On so many occasions, No Doubt could have thrown in the towel and called it a day. However, they continued to strive for the success which they desired, and this resulted in them releasing some of the greatest numbers of the 90s. And who could forget Return of Saturn, Rocksteady, or even their cover of It's My Life in the 2000s. No Doubt, you deserve all the success you received. With that said, have a great day, and bye.